Hello, Brick Sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today I'm going to share with you my secret. That's right, this is my secret for how I do elevation in my city. I know some of you guys are probably going to disagree with this, and that's okay. Everyone does their own thing, but I have come to really like this method, and I'm going to share with you how it works and give you an example here. So yes, this is a stack of boards, and I'm sure you may have seen this. I used the same exact method in my last city, and I'm sticking with it. I really like how this works. I think it's got a few added benefits to it. And so let me kind of show you how this works. I have all different sizes here. I cut these based on base plate size. So these little blocks here, these are for the 8 by 16 plates. I cut these at 2.5 by 5 inches. Now I usually cut them a little bit shy because then a little bit of hangover is okay on the edges. But if they stick out past, then it won't work in the system. So I sometimes cut them a little bit shy, sometimes they're kind of exact, but they definitely can't be bigger. These ones here are 16 by 16s. Up here we've got 8 by 32s, 16 by 32s, and the one we're going to use the most of, 32 by 32. I have made these in 48 by 48 as well. But I don't see that being super necessary for the city because you can just use lots of different sizes to make the 48 by 48s. This material is MDF with kind of like a plastic laminate on top. This is exactly what I used for the tabletop itself. This is actually made mostly of scraps from cutting tabletops. Obviously I have more of this, so I did buy some additional just to build for this, but I've had all this stuff. This is from my old city. I may have to get more depending on how much elevation I put in the new city. The reason I use MDF is it's cheap and it's always flat. If you buy standard wood boards, they have the potential to cup, warp, twist, all kinds of different stuff. So they aren't the greatest as far as flat. These are always dead flat with the tabletop because it's a very highly manufactured product. Pretty much sawdust pressed together with a whole bunch of glue, but it's so manufactured it really doesn't ever change. It can chip a little bit, so it makes some sawdust. I don't love that. They do make a kind of finer version where it's like really fine sawdust. This works really well as well. In fact, I almost prefer this type, but both are fine. So anyway, let me show you how this system works and how I use it to my advantage. So the nice thing about these boards, these are 3/4 inch boards, which if you're in Europe, I don't know what they sell dimensional lumber in, but here, 3/4, 5/8, 1/2 inch, 3/8, quarter, those are the sizes you typically get. The reason I use 3/4 is it comes out almost perfectly the height of 2 bricks. So it works really well in the Lego system. Now, if it doesn't come out exactly perfect, you can always shim these by putting sheets of paper under it to just boost it a tiny bit and get it right where you need it. But let me show you how this works, and I think you'll be pretty pleased with how this comes out. If we take a base plate, put it at the bottom here, put our bricks there, and then a base plate at the top, it joins up pretty seamlessly. And again, if it doesn't, you can always boost this with sheets of paper, just doing tiny little increments. But this connects pretty seamlessly here, and you can save yourself a lot of headache and stability and money by using this method. You can build up all kinds of different terrain features just using boards. So that's the main reason I do this. It saves money. It's a lot cheaper than building this all out of Mills plates that are extra high stacked. It also saves time, because it's easier to stack these. They're incredibly stable. It basically makes your tabletop just taller in certain spots. It's incredibly modular. The way I cut them, they work really well with the base plates. As far as cutting these for plates, the smaller ones here are going to be 2.5 inches by 5 inches. The largest are 10 inch by 10 inch, and those are for your 32 by 32s. If you're doing your 16 by 32, 5 by 10, 16 by 16, 5 by 5, and etc., etc. So it works really well in the system here. Let me give you a little example of a layout I could build with this. And this is not a finished product. I just want to kind of show you how this comes together because it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and lay out some plates here. Maybe I want it elevated all the way in the back here. And maybe I want to carve out a little bit of a river valley. So maybe I could do it just like that. And these are cut the same size as plates, so we just use whatever size we want. These are for 16 by 32s. Maybe I want it even higher. I can add one more stack on top. If I wanted to go real crazy, I can just start going nuts and put this to however I want to get my elevation wherever I want to put it and just build transitions. But let's stay away from that for right now. Now maybe in front I want kind of a gradual slope. I can take some of these bigger ones here and just put them right in the front. Now let's lay some plates on this. The Mills plate is nice because you can alter the terrain a little bit more, making this higher or lower. So we could put one of those on each top here. And maybe we want to have a little bit of a waterfall in our river valley here. So maybe we'll put one more in the middle and kind of raise that up, but have it a little bit lower than the terrain. I can take something like just a standard base plate, put that down here, and start to build a water feature. Now let's plug in something big. Like maybe I want to put a bridge here. I can drop that right down in here. I can detail up a small waterfall here to change the elevation, have this down in the opening here, and then we can transition with some roads. So maybe I want to do an angled road here. And I just did this using some hinges. You can have it meet up with that bridge. Same thing on the other side. There we go. And as I continue forward, I can do whatever I want. I can put a Mills plate right on the table here, down here. I can start to incorporate some more water features here. I would definitely build this out. But as I do this, I can start to fill in terrain. We obviously don't want to see these sections here of the Mills plates, so I just need to make a gradual slope here of the grass. Yeah, and these sections behind these angled roads, I could build the entire terrain up to meet with this. And again, I can make this as high as I want. I can also make this valley come down and make a little bit steeper wall right here. So a lot of things I can do, and I can really play with the height without having to build and rebuild everything and put everything up on stilts. So for not a lot of money, you can really alter the terrain in this and have it very easy to manipulate while building scenery. That's why I like this system. Let me know what you guys think below. Let me know if this is something you would do in the future or if you think it's cheating. And if you do, that's okay. I'm still going to use it anyway. Well, anyway, that's all I got for this time. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to do more just like this in the future. And we will see you next time.